Hi, Mr. Prasad, how are
Hi.
you?
Fine.
3 decades in the industry as a manufacturer, as an industry leader when we talk about waterproofing. So I'll start with the challenges. That what are the challenges people are facing because of waterproofing?
The current challenges is that most of the customers are not happy with the waterproofing solutions what they have been getting from the final builders, and most of the problems are coming after occupation of the buildings which they don't want to face it.
So now the end consumer does not know whether the waterproofing has been done or not. So should we blame contractors or builders over here, or what is the reason behind that?
The main thing is that the contractors have to take little more concern on the waterproofing and not just go with the budget what they have. Rather than that, they have to spend little more, because ultimately your walls are good, your painting is good, but if your waterproofing gives up, the entire thing goes for a toss. So they have to allocate the right budget. It's not high, but little more they have to spend and get a quality waterproofing done instead of going for some common waterproofing.
Right. Sir, I think yet a lot of people are not very aware of what waterproofing actually is. What is the reason behind the sealant they get on their walls?
Yeah.
Could you please brief us more about it?
Yeah, waterproofing I would say is sort of an inner engineering where nothing is visible once you occupy a home. For example, a toilet, you only see the glamorous portion of the tiles and you have your commodes and wash basins, mirrors, etc. But what waterproofing is below the tiles, what you do. So people are not giving enough importance to that, and the contractor has to give, especially for the wet areas like balconies and toilets, and then he should give also a good waterproofing system for the roof of the building.
Right. So waterproofing is as important as on the terrace and maybe in the room also.
Yes, it is very important firstly in the toilets.
Okay.
Because once you are done with the toilet, suppose some leak happens, you cannot remove entire tiles and break away and redo it.
Okay.
You cannot. And the cost of waterproofing is not even 0.5% of the entire cost of the bathroom, what you spend as a budget.
Right.
Suppose you spend on in a bathroom, let's say 70,000 rupees. If you give 2,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees, a good waterproofing can be done.
Not even one.
They don't even spend even that much.
Right.
They just say you finish it off at 1,500 rupees, something like that.
So, sir, I think one of the major reason for this is awareness that
Yeah.
the end consumer has no knowledge about it. So, how do we educate people on waterproofing?
First of all, the end customer cannot get a total idea of the scientific method of application and all that. Nor they also should get carried away with the advertisements of Amitabh or Akshay Kumar and coming on the TV and showing some bucket or something like that. So they have to totally demand a good waterproofing system from the builder who is handing over the building to him. Of course, now RERA has come and has given a lot of assurance to the end customer, saying that the builder is responsible for any problems associated with waterproofing or whatever, at least for 5 years. So the builders are trying to be little bit more careful than earlier years. However, they have to see that they increase their little bit of budget amount only for the waterproofing compared to what they were using 5-10 years back.
So, what kind of materials do we use when we do waterproofing?
Basically, in waterproofing, you have to use either acrylic based coatings, or now the higher end polyurethane and polyurea coatings are coming up, which have a more performance standards. So if these products are brought into the system and also it's properly rightly applied, then the performance is assured.
My last question to you is that what does moist play? Like, what is the role of moist in waterproofing?
The moist is actually not hygienic inside the house. Second problem is that it also calls for some fungus and algae growth, and it's not good. And secondly, it's disturbing the entire aesthetics of the building. So no water should seep in or show any damp effect on any part of the building, either the walls or the roof or whatever it is.
True. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.